In this screencast, I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do to maximize your chances of that top spot on the Google search results, and other search engines too, of course. Before I do that, it's really important that you understand how search engines actually work. They work on two things. They work on what's on your website, so they look at your website with their spiders and they see what your website's all about, and that's what we're going to be discussing in this particular screencast. But also they work on backlinks. That's quality links on other websites pointing back to your website. And the more competitive the industry you're in, the more important backlinks become. If you want to know more about backlinks and other advanced SEO tactics that you can use, then please watch our advanced SEO screencast after this one. So here we are. This is the seller control panel, and this is what it looks like when you log in. So the first thing we want to do, so let's just take a look at the website. This is our seller demo website. If I just click on preview, you'll see here we are. This is our seller demo website, Sport Cams, and it's selling action cameras. Here we are, and some other things as well. So we want to take a look at the control panel. And then the first thing you want to do, so you've set up your website and you've got the basics going, as it were. So what you want to do is hover over website and choose SEO Center. And there's a few things down here that you're going to need to set up right from the start. So if we scroll down here, these two sections at the bottom are hugely important. So the homepage title on your website is the most important part of SEO on your entire website. All right. So this is the title of your homepage, and your homepage is the most important page on your website for search engines such as Google, but the title tag is the most important tag on that page. So we need to make sure that's as best as it can be. So in this instance, I've got seller demo store sports cams. That's a terrible title because no one's going to search for any of those terms. Instead, I'm going to change it to buy action cameras. Okay, because someone might search for buy action cameras and then it's going to come up with our shop. In your particular niche, obviously, you're going to have something different, most likely, but choose a title that's kind of keyword loaded and get straight to the point. And then underneath, for the description, this is what's going to be displayed. If I actually flip to Google here, I've searched for seller demo, and you can see this is the result that we've got at the moment. It's absolute rubbish, as you can imagine, because no one's going to click on that. Just a seller demo store, sport cams, seller demo store, sports cams. So that's useless, right? So that bit there, that's the description, which it's getting from here. So we need to change that. And of course, once you make these changes, it doesn't instantly change on Google. It takes a while. It takes days for Google to pick it up. But we're just going to change this now. So let's say we sell a selection of the latest action cameras, drones, and equipment, all for sale on our online store. Actually, that's rubbish. No one's going to be interested in that. So we'll put discounted prices, huge range. You've got to think, it's almost kind of tabloidy. You've got to think, what do people are only going to be looking at this for seconds, if you're lucky. So you need to make it catch the eye and answer all the questions that people have got. Because businesses, of course, answer questions and they solve problems. The problem we're solving with this website is people want to buy action cameras. We want to show them that we've got what they want. So our title is buy action cameras, and the description is we sell a selection of the latest action cameras, drones, and equipment, discounted prices, and a huge range. Actually, let's do that better. A huge range at discounted prices, because, that's the kind of thing people want to read. So you might also put in there fast delivery or free delivery if you're doing that. It's just anything that might make people click on your site instead of the one up or below it. So if I click on Save Changes there, that's going to change that. But again, you're not going to see that immediately on Google. It's going to take days to pick that up. And of course, you can experiment with this stuff, and whatever, you need to look at what the competition are doing. And again, check out our advanced screencast and more information you can get to help you with this. But so there we are, and it shows you what it's likely to look like up here. So you can see now this is what our prediction is that it will look like on Google. Now we can't guarantee that that's what Google's going to do. Google is its own thing, and sometimes it doesn't use a description. Sometimes it decides there's something more important on your page it's going to put there. We've got no control over that, but you just want to experiment with this and make sure that you do as much as you can to tell Google in this way what it should be showing. So there we are. So there's other sections on this page at all. They're the most important at the bottom, but we're also going to look at some others here. So if we look here, unsuitable item page names. the name of your items form part of the URL of the page that they're on. So you need to make sure the item names are really descriptive. And we've got some examples here of bad item names. So X10 phone, fork, Fiesta, wing mirror. You need to make the names as descriptive as possible. So better than that would be Samsung X10 mobile phone, barbecue tool set, and wing mirror for Ford Fiesta 2008 to 2009, because you want to try and match what people are searching for exactly. And so this shows you names that it thinks you can improve. So you click on that and it will show you the names of the products. And in fact, so in this instance, we've got some generic ones on here. You don't have to change all of them. For example, £20 gift card, do you want to change that? Probably not. You could do though. You could say £20 action camera gift card, because someone might search for that. So obviously someone might search for £20 gift card, but there's going to be so much competition for that. It's incredibly unlikely that you'd be shown in the results for that. Same with these other ones, paint blue, that should be, vintage wallpaper paint, blue, as much detail as you've got for what people might enter onto Google. But again, you don't have to change these. This is just giving you the suggestion of what you could do. So click on back. And then when you've been running, so we've got at the top here, broken external links. When you've been running your website for a while, particularly if you've had a website before with someone else and you've switched to seller, this is going to show you all of the broken links that go to your seller website. So if I click on there, it will show you the broken links. And you can see down here, it's got loads of stuff. A lot of it is just irrelevant, okay? But so we had a test on here for classic Crocs, clog. So these are shoes that you can buy, and we were just using that to test something. And so we've obviously deleted that item, and so now the URL doesn't work. But there's still someone trying to get there. It's probably a search engine or something like that. So if you've got links like this that you want to redirect to the new page, then you just click on redirect there, and you can forward those pages. Just leave it as 301 HTTPS and leave that the redirect from, and you just choose where you want it to go to. So in here, I would tick that box there and enter the item code of the item, and it would automatically forward anyone going to that broken link onto the correct URL. And it would tell Google that's the new URL for the item as well. But again, you're only going to need to use this functionality once your site has been up and running for a while. So back to the SEO Center, there's other things you need to do as well that are really important. If I go into edit mode, there's a really important button in edit mode that says SEO1 here. And basically, this is going to show you what keywords your pages are presenting to Google. So if I click on SEO there, a pop-up will appear, it'll analyze your site, and then it will give the results below. And the important ones you want to look at are these ones here and these ones here. So the 2 and 3 keyword results. Now this is just a demo store, so this hasn't been optimized at the moment. But you can see here that what keywords it's presenting to Google. So we've got triangle square there and triangle square camera down there. And it also shows you whether the words are in the title, in the H1, H2, and H3. And ideally, you want the keywords you want to promote, you want to make sure they're in the title and the H1 on the page. So this is very poor at the moment in terms of SEO. You want to edit the text on the page and then make sure that you're promoting the correct keywords. If I go to a different page, let's go to action cameras here. Then if I do SEO on this page, so you can see this is a bit better. So we've got action cameras here, and that's showing in the title and in the H1 on the page, but there's not a lot of text on the page, so it's unlikely to rank very well, this page anyway. And the title tag on this page is Seller Demonstrator Sports Cam Action Cameras. So you need to use this to work out what keywords each of your pages is promoting to Google. Don't worry too much about single keywords because it's incredibly difficult to rank for a single keyword, but for the 2 keywords and the 3 keywords here, like the phrases, then you want to see if you can get those to be spidered by Google. And by that, you basically repeat those keywords a number of times on the page, but keep it. But you don't want to do what they're called keyword stuffing. It's got to read well, and it's got to be something that Google's going to look at and think is absolutely ordinary text. And at the top here, there's a very useful thing here. It shows you when this page was last spidered by Google. So this is this one was spidered actually this morning at 2 a.m. So the more popular your site is, the more often Google will spider it. So if you want to change the title and description tags on a specific page on your website, which you should do, you should go through all of your pages there. Most of them are auto-generated anyway, but it's worth changing them or at least looking at them to make sure they're exactly as you think is best for that particular page. So you just go to the page, you navigate to the page in edit mode and click on this icon at the top for meta tags. And so when you do that, you can see it shows here there's a section that says title, description. You just click on each one. Let's take description, or actually let's take title for this one that's generated. If I click on title, then you can see, you scroll down and it shows the name as title, and underneath it says Seller Demo Store, Sports Cams, Action Cameras. You might want to change that to be, I don't know, discounted action cameras. And it says add new because previous it was generated. Now we've got a user defined one which you can edit. And the same way, if I click on the magnifying glass icon for description on this page, then I can scroll down. See, look, this description just says action cameras. We need something far more substantial than that. So you'd put in a proper big description there that you want to show on Google. So this is the kind of subtext underneath the title in the Google search results. You want to put something in there, and then again you click on add new to save that. So that's how you set those for a specific page. Once you've gone through all the pages on your website and you've made sure that they're promoting the correct keywords to Google, then the final thing you want to do is in the control panel, you want to go to Website, Sitemap, and you want to click on Generate New Sitemap here. See, on this website, the last time the sitemap was generated was on the 1st of July, and it's the 6th of November now. So you click on Generate New Sitemap, and you can just leave that. You can leave that now, and it will go away and do its own thing in its own time. And so, in fact, every time you make a change to your website, if you change the name of an item, or you add new pages, or you change the name of a page, you want to generate a new sitemap so Google can pick that up. But of course, Google won't just pick it up by itself. Well, it will do if it finds your website, but it's a really good idea to tell it exactly where to look for the sitemap. And to do that, you need to use what's called Google Search Console. So if I go into Google itself and I search for Google Search Console, so you log in with your Google account, and if you don't have one, it will prompt you to sign up to one. It's free to do that. When you've logged into Google Search Console, you're going to see a screen that perhaps looks something like this. If it doesn't look like this, then click on Add Property on the left-hand side and click on the Add Property option underneath that, and you should end up with something like this. And you use the right-hand pane for URL prefix and enter the address of your website. So I'm going to put https://www.sellerdemo.com, and then you click on Continue. It's going to say checking verification, and then it's going to come up with various different methods that it can use for verification. And we need to use this one here, HTML tag. It says add a meta tag to your site's homepage. So click on that arrow there, and it gives you a meta tag here. Just click on the copy button there that says copy to clipboard, and then go back to edit mode of your website. This is edit mode here. And so on the home page of your website, click on the meta tag button, and then where it says full meta tag here, just right click in there and select paste, and then scroll down to the bottom and click on add new. So this is in the full meta tag box. You just paste in everything that Google's just given you and click on add new at the bottom. And you'll see in the list here now it says Google site verification. And so we can close that pop-up there. So when we've done that, now we go back to Google Search Console. I need to expand this HTML tag section again there. And you need to click on verify within this HTML tag section. All right. So you click on verify here. Don't click on the one for the other methods. You've got to click on the verify button in the HTML tag section. So if I click on verify there, it's going to go and it's going to just check and read that tag that I've just added to the home page. And there we go. Ownership verified. So now you click on go to property. And it's just telling me a load of things here. Okay, got it. And the next thing you want to do is you want to add the sitemap. And so to do that, on the left-hand side here, you click on Sitemaps. And all you do, in fact, I've already done this here, but all you do is you just type in this bit here at the top where it says enter sitemap URL, click in there and type sitemap.xml. And then click on Submit. So that's it. Once you've submitted the sitemap, then you've told Google about all the pages on your website. You just need to wait for Google to spider your website and find all those pages so it can add it to the search engine. So after a few days, you want to check on Google and see where you rank. But there's a lot more to SEO than just this basic screencast. So have a look at our advanced SEO screencast to find out what other things you can do to increase your ranking on Google.